Good morning, dear lovely people of Comicscape. Let me do the sound check. I'll be checking it out on YouTube. So all of a sudden you'll hear a little bit of an echo. That's the delay for you. So we're live now, at least on StreamYard. Here it goes. Here it goes. Let's see. It's popping. It's coming on YouTube. So all of a sudden you. All right. The sound is working. That is fantastic. Let me pause that and mute it so we don't hear the dreadful echo. Let me say hi to the people in the chat. We got Dark Side is Comics, a mobile game. No! Well, yes and no, Mr. Darkside. This this game that I'm looking for is actually insanely cool. It's unfortunately that you'll see what happens. Then we got a very special person in the chat, Corinne, saying hi, darling. Hope you're having a nice sleep after all that working. All right, it's 8 p.m. around here in the Switzerland, and so I suppose it's like 2 in the afternoon in America, the land of freedom. So I wanted to show you a lovely game that I really liked. It's a mobile game called Vainglory. Let me make this bigger. And the slogan for this was the MOBA perfected for touch, and also the multi-platform mobile game thing. You know, they started as a mobile thing on your device, on your handheld device, with the touch screen, and then it moved on to other platforms. So let's give it a try. Let's give it a good old try. We go to Steam, and oh, what's this? A forbidden sign? What the hell? You cannot play it? Damn, there's something wrong here. This is not good. Oh, no. Right, let me see. Well, maybe if it's not on Steam, maybe we can play it on the good old mobile. So let me start my camera. Good evening to everyone in the Europas. Good afternoon to everyone in America, and good late night to everyone watching us from Australia. Please be watching this in the replay. You should be sleeping right now, my goodness. So we have this thing. We're gonna press Vainglory. Super Evil Mega Corporation was the company that was doing this, and oh, let me show you the music. The music is quite nice. All right, YouTube, don't strike my channel. So let us log right in. Guest. I cannot log in. That's strange. I should be logged in from the beginning. It says only guest. I click on the guest, and I cannot change. Oh, what the hell? Where's all my stuff? Where's all my skins, my profile, my champions? What the hell? Dear viewers, we seem to have a problem here. This game seems to be freaking dead. Nice game. Yes, my wife and I, we were playing this game. This was like our League of Legends Lights that we could play for like 5 minutes on a handheld while we were on the wherever we were, you know. And she actually got pretty good, and I went all the way to the super top tier rank of this thing, and I cannot even show it to you because my freaking profile is gone along with all my skins. Now the good thing about this game, maybe that's part of the demise, is that you could unlock everything for free. So the more you played, you would grind like any old. Let me take out this chat part. Like any old good game, you could grind, and that would let you unlock even the skins, which is like, if you play League of Legends, you know the skins are for money. Like you can only get them for money, that's it. But this one was different. Anyway, so let's see what happens. Let's do some investigation. Let's do some actual journalism, since, you know, the lovely people of the HuffPo, the Kotakus, and all those garbage tier things are not doing their proper share screen, application window, bam, and here we go. We're gonna have to hop aboard Reddit, which was nice, and now it's just freaking dreadful. So, what happened? Hi there, welcome to Vainglory Community Edition. Community Edition? Where's the company? Well, here's a brief down of what happened. Rogue took over Vainglory outside of China. Ouch! I don't know. I think Rogue was a publisher that was doing the publishing for the game. And SMC is the company who owns the game. They are Super Evil Mega Corporation, which was a really cool group of guys who were just a bunch of gamers who got together and said, hey, let's do a cool game. And they did it. And they started getting help from this Rogue and from other people, also investors from China, as far as I understood. Now, Super Evil Mega Corporation started working on a project called Spellfire, which is changed to Black something list, blah, 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 whatever. And suddenly the publisher said, you know what? We are going to cut down the servers of Vainglory. So while the main company was working on a new game, to bring new people, more money, what have you, the publisher decided to, you know what? F this, we're going to just cut the servers down. Bye! What is my wife saying? What? Really? No! Yes! They didn't even tell the developers, which would be the Super Evil Mega Corporation, like, you know what? No, nothing. All of a sudden, when everyone saw the announcement, the company also saw the announcement that the publisher was, letting them go, basically. Also not letting them go, but cutting down the game. So Super Evil Mega Corporation stepped in the last minute to keep the servers rolling, and unfortunately they don't have the manpower, the money, and anything to support this any further. So they decided to either shut down the game or leave the games in the hand of the community. And right now, what exists of the game is held up by the community of the game, like the people who love the game, who got involved, and they are now like running the servers and doing everything they can to keep it alive by the sheer power of their dedication. So you can actually log in as a guest, unfortunately, and apparently all the skins and all the champions are unlocked for you. So you can even play ranked, as I saw a while ago, but you don't have your profile. So that, which is good, but I want to have my profile. I want to have my Feedomancer profile, David Feedomancer. Anyway, it's kind of a super bummer, and apparently it's full of bugs. I didn't even try it because, I was kind of bummed out. So, yeah. So now the game is in the hands of the community. And that means that there's a lot of data that is absolutely inaccessible, and that the UI, user interface, is not very, the music, the icons, everything was so cool. I'll show you a little bit of the game later. Like even the graphics were insanely good. Well, unfortunately, all of that is gone. So if you spent money on that game, oh man, that must suck so fierce. I never spent money on this. I've spent money on League of Legends, but I never spent money on this one because you could unlock everything for free, which was kind of a mistake. I think that a lot of people are saying that, they should have put the skins for money so that they have like a regular income of money, at least with the skins, because they were releasing new skins every now and then. No? Anyway, so that's kind of a bummer. Now, way 6 years ago, at the beginnings of my noticing, Comicsgate, YouTube, and way before noticing Gamergate, way before I even knew about Comicsgate, when the whole thing, this was when I just logged into my channel and I was looking for random stuff like games and what have you. I found this guy called Ciderhelm, and he was doing commenting videos on League of Legends, and he had like a really cool voice. The cool thing about this guy is that he was, strategically analyzing videos of League of Legends, and the people from Super Evil Mega Corporation saw this, or maybe he applied for them. They hired him to make the videos of the new champions for Vainglory. So he became like the voice actor of the champion spotlights for Vainglory, kind of like what's the name of the guy from League of Legends? He's Cookie Sketch. I don't know. He's also like a famous guy who's always making these cringy puns, but they're sort of funny. Well, Cider was that for Vainglory. So that was so cool that a guy who was just passionate about games was able to jump aboard this company by the sheer power of his dedication and love for video games. Now, unfortunately, as we all see, he hasn't uploaded anything in the last 6 years, so I hope he's not like dead or something. Maybe he died like 3 years ago. And like, oh, why are they not uploading anything? He had a really cool voice. So, Mr. Ciderhelm, I hope you're doing well, and I hope you're alive, obviously, and sound and healthy. Also, this guy, Carlo Arellano, has a channel. He has an ArtStation profile, and he used to have a DeviantArt profile. He probably still does, which the name of it was Chainsaw Droid. And I remember when I just logged into the first time to DeviantArt that I saw a few of his illustrations, and I've been a fan ever since, like, I don't know, maybe 8 or 9 years ago now. This guy, it was kind of this, I don't know if it was the same story, but it seems to be the same, that he just had these really cool drawings. He loved video games, and he hopped aboard the Super Evil Mega Corporation, the developers of Vainglory, because he was passionate about it. And he became the so he's the creative director, the lead designer of the different monsters and creatures of Vainglory. And the really cool thing that this guy had is that the designs of Vainglory were so unique. In a world of MOBAs and MOBA knockoffs, like, Mobile Legends, which is still going on, like, one of the cheapest games, one of the cheapest knockoffs of what's the chat saying? Really? Yeah, the same. One of the cheapest knockoffs of League of Legends, Mobile Legends, it's still going on. Whereas this really cool stuff is gone for seemingly for good now. I mean, this was one of the champions, one of the first champions for this Vainglory. Ooh my! Yeah, you can see why I like this game. Then we had the sniper girl. Oh, this really brings back some memories. I mean, look at this: the mech girl with a giant shooting machine guns, and Sky was her name. And we got some good old Baptiste. Ooh, what's the name of this character from James Bond, Black Sabbath, or something like that? This brings back some memories, dear viewers and dear people who are catching the replay. Jewel, I think this was the first champion for Vainglory. And I remember I jumped aboard, got it into this, and I love this character. This game has influenced me so much that some of the characters in my story, Red Eyes, may or may not be inspired by this game. So we got this. We can see a little bit of the impressions of this went further on in life to influence other things. I believe that Jewel was the influence for this. What's this? Could this be? Oh yeah! If you've seen District 9, I mean, I don't know what came first, if Vainglory or District 9, but in any case, I mean, can you imagine playing the robot from District 9 in a game, in a legitimate, really cool game? Oh my god, these guys had something really cool going. Now it's unfortunate that they lost their ways, and what? The company died? Now, let me leave you with this here. This is a replay of one of the, how do you say, a replay? No. Let me just show it to you. Enjoy this. This is a 5v5 game, one of the world championships of the game in question, Vainglory. This is how it looked. I mean, damn, this looks so really cool. So let me do the full screen. Let me see if that works on the YouTube. We'll see it right in a few seconds. This looks like a League of Legends game, only... Oh, it's not working. What is going on here? Sorry. Gomenasai. It's not really working. All right. I guess we'll have to do this now. I hate that. I hate that my software is not up to par. I'll have to work on that. Next time, I think the next homework is that, to work on it properly. Let me see if I can do this. Multiplayer, theater mode. Maybe this is a little bit better. All right, I hope that's a little bit better. I leave you this so you can look a little bit of what the game actually looked like. And the game, when was, I don't remember exactly when it was released, but I did make some notations along my sketch notes. What happened to this game, just for your information, as a fellow gamer or as a comics artist, maybe this is interesting for you. One of the things that this game had going on, one of the really cool things about it, is that you could get everything for free just by playing the game. Unfortunately, that was kind of the demise of the game because they were bringing in no revenue. Like League of Legends is for free, but there's a lot of stuff that you have to use your real money to get it, like the skins, for example. So you have like this regular champions, but if you want the champion in the game to look like super really cool, you buy the skins that also affect the particle effects of the special abilities. It's also like an added incentive to, waste your hard-earned cash into getting some cool skins for the characters that you love and play a lot with. That is, of course, one of the biggest problems. At least that's what people were saying in the Reddits, in the forums, out in the internet. The other thing is, as you can see, the graphics are so cool that they had the problem that many people were not being able to play the game with their handheld devices because the graphics were just so freaking hardcore. I remember, like, the first time I heard about this game, I had a phone that simply was unable to run it, and I was just like looking at YouTube videos until I got a better phone, and then I was finally able to play it. And the other thing is, it was a handheld game at least at the beginning, so you had to play like this, and your thumbs were on the way of the graphics. So that was another kind of bad point. Although the touch screen and the programming behind the touch screen was so good that after a while you got used to it, and I got so good at it that, like I said, I was at the highest ranks of this game, where I'm only like silver in League of Legends. It was so intuitive and cool, and once you got the hang of it, it was addictive. I was like, oh. And the other thing, it was fast. It was really fast paced. And unfortunately, that was also kind of a mistake, because the game was mostly famous in Singapore and the Philippines, where it started. But a lot of people there did not have the phones that could run this game properly. The same like in South America. Like, it's unfortunately that the social situation exists, and it's not the case that a lot of people have really good phones to play such a high-powered game. Now, the other thing that they made a mistake is that they wanted it to be in the esports scene so bad. Like what you're seeing right here is a replay of the esports. They managed to be in the esports scene for like 3 years in a row or something like that. Unfortunately, not because the game was so famous or anything, but because they spent so much money on the teams. Like, if you were a team in this game, the company was giving you ridiculous amounts of money to play the game, which is nice, fine, that's awesome, more power to the players and what have you. But the quality of the game and the fandom behind the game was not there to warrant such expenses spent on the teams for this. They were spending like thousands, tens of thousands of dollars for hotel accommodations for teams, for like, and not really. The other thing, that they were spending all this money on the teams, but they were not spending it on publicity for the game. So almost no one was hearing about this, whereas they were spending so much freaking money on the players who were already in the game, like obviously fans of the game, which is whatever, good and dandy. So I read that in 2015 they spent $350,000 on accommodations, on prices, on things that were absolutely not warranted. If you go to a website called Esport Earnings, you can check how much people are winning, how much the players are winning for these games. And here, this was interesting. In the year 2017, no, the total amount of money that they gave to players was almost $800,000 on prices for the tournaments. That's crazy for such a, cool game. Yes, but the like I said, the amount of players playing it was not there to warrant this kind of expenses. And they did it because they wanted to be in the scene so badly. They say, okay, it doesn't matter. We'll just spend this money so to make sure that the game catches some fire, if you like. No, unfortunately, yeah, people see esports and what have you, but I think that most of the people who saw this in the esports were people who were already fans of the game. I remember dragging my wife to some of these championships and watching them. I connected my TV to the YouTube so I could see these championships, the finals being played live, like at horrendous hours of the night, just because I was such a fan of this game. But like, what was in it for me? Like, a lot of people are saying, like, the fans were there, they were talking, dragging their friends and family into the game, whereas the company was just paying attention to these professional players, which is fine and dandy, but make some publicity so all the people can jump aboard and have more players. They were giving like $40,000, $36,000, $29,000 to people. Again, I'm super happy for these players, but obviously the game is basically dead now, so it was not bringing in the revenue that warranted these expenses. Let us keep watching this. So please, Super Mega Evil Corporate, don't strike my channel. I'm commenting so hard the freaking game that I used to love. Well, what else? I made some other notes. So in 2016, Rogue, the publisher, just decided to shut down everything, and the company stepped in to keep the game alive. So props to the developers for saying, you know what, no, we're going to keep the dream alive, even though it's almost dead in a way. I just saw a video, the last developer update for the game, which was like 8 months ago, and they were talking about what they wanted to do, how they wanted to keep the game alive, and the CEO of the company was talking about how they are putting all their efforts into a new game called Spellfire or something like that, which looks to be like a cheap, absolutely dreadful looking knockoff of Fortnite. Now, okay, Vainglory was basically a knockoff of League of Legends, only it was so much cooler, and original. The graphics were better. The map was different. Instead of having like a 5v5, you had a 3v3. So it was easier to connect with players because you only had to wait for 6 people instead of 10. The monsters in the jungle were different and unique and cool. And this was the other mistake. The last thing they did to try to save the game was to create a 5v5 map that was exactly like League of Legends. Like, you see this and you could confuse it for League of Legends. That is ridiculous. I mean, it looks gorgeous, but it's just a League of Legends ripoff. And playing the 5v5 felt so much different compared to the 3v3, to where, like, why am I playing this? Every time I finished a match in the 5v5 map of the Vainglory, I felt the itch to play League of Legends, just because it was basically the same, just on a handheld instead of my computer with a bigger screen. Now, they tried to remedy this by making it a multi-platform. So the game was available on Steam, and you could actually play the game on Steam for a while at least, although it was so buggy that also kind of killed it. And the other problem is that the 5v5 was buggy as hell, and that killed any momentum the game had. Now, what you can see there, it had such, for example, in League of Legends, when you kill the big monsters in the jungle, you just get like a buff and then you keep playing. In this game, when you kill the big monsters in the jungle, they start going on your side. Like, you can see that huge, big ass dragons. You have to defeat it in the jungle. But if you manage to do that, he goes on the middle lane and starts wrecking the towers for you. And it's kind of like unkillable, because as soon as it is defeated, he just flies away. So it's sort of like immortal. It's like, there were so many really cool things about this game. Now, unfortunately, I don't know why they decided to put a freaking dragon there. Like, the 3v3, had a kraken, a giant, original looking freaking monster in the middle of the map that people were fighting to gain the control of this monster. And then that thing would start roaming slowly in the lanes and bashing the towers with the huge hands and strength. And you had that freaking cool thing in the map, in the game already. Why did you freaking change it for a dragon? League of Legends has dragons. Everything has dragons. You had this Kraken original. Oh my god, there were so many mistakes made, and I don't know. For the life of me, I don't know why they keep. How do you say? Why they keep pushing for this other game that it's going? It's like it's DOA. It's dead on arrival. It's a Fortnite ripoff. Now that it's not even out there, and Fortnite is already dying basically. You had one of the most original and cool things in the world of gaming out there. Like even PewDiePie. I didn't know that PewDiePie was giving a shout out for this game because by the sheer force of it being so cool. Ooh, lad. Well, anyway, in resume, they made a lot of mistakes. One of them was not basically calculate. This is like a lesson for anyone in Comicsgate. Calculating the risk, the rewards, how much money you take as to how much money you're going to offer your backers in product, that's like, this is a very, very difficult balance. Now, I know myself because I have a problem when I'm promising things and then my wife is like, whoa, 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 do we have the money to do that? Like, you're promising the spreads and you're promising this post, like, hold. You have no idea how many times my wife has pulled on the reins of me to keep me from not overspending on some freakishly expensive cool that some of them were not even that cool. Anyway. Obviously, everything that I've spent for Red Eyes, it's amazing, and you're gonna love it when you get it in your hands. And yeah, finally, I think the other big problem is that one of the core things of this game is that you could get everything for free, and that's why a lot of people jumped in on the game. But obviously, that's like, okay, where is the money coming? And finally, yeah, all the changes. They changed so much for the game, only to turn it into a even cheaper knockoff of League of Legends. Like, you were a knockoff and you created something amazing and original. Why the hell are you trying to pull back from that and go back to the Anyway, my lovely gamers, my lovely comic skaters, I hope this was a lesson in what not to do if you ever develop a game, or be careful how you spend your money in this Comicsgate thingy. Now let's close this lovely fellow down here, and we're gonna jump, before we go into a little bit of gaming, let's do a little bit of gaming, actual gaming, just very quickly, some news about the world of Red Eyes. So we have a share screen application. Oh, what's this thing? Hold on. Here and here. So let's close this one. Where are you? Here. Share. Bam. Oh, wait. Here. Let me see if I can go. I think the preview one, enter full screen, this one worked a little bit better, I believe. If not, you'll have to tell me. So we're going to wait a little bit for the delay on the YouTubes to see if the full screen is working. I don't want to be talking and talking and talking, and then my lovely audience, is not seeing anything. So it's getting close to where I put the full screen. No, not working. Well, it is working like that. That's better than nothing. All right. So this is like 5 pages. This is the latest 5 pages that I got for my comic. The inks and, as I said, the colors are being worked on the whole comic at the moment, but these are 5 new pages. The drawn-in tiers. So what you can see here is the drawn-in tier of the Red Eyes 1, Mr. Frank Casamento, one of the Obsidian Knights of the Norjali Hunters, one of the highest, biggest badasses, and how do you say, the villains, the final bosses of the game, as of the comic. He, is like doing some things in his smith. He used to be a blacksmith before he was a general, and so he's in his room, he's like sharpening weapons, working on them. Suddenly we have this lovely general, another one of the Obsidian Knights, coming into the room, bringing these 2 fellows. One of them may or may not be Sugar Chris from the Chris Kennesaw channel, one of the coolest channels I've seen in the whole of Comicsgate. He also a drawn tier. Oh, we have my sister in the chat. Hi. Let me say hi to my sister. Bam. Who is here? It's all of us, people from the Comicsgate community. I'm showing them we were playing a little, I showed them a little bit of a game called Vainglory that is unfortunately dead. And now we are checking out a little bit of Red Eye's news. So just very quickly, let's go to the gaming part. So she brings a couple of spies. This character here may or may not be another joint tier that will be revealed in the future. So the Mr. Frank brings the two spies into the royal chambers and tells them to be careful of what they say. Just say what you were, they're spies, so say what you wanted to say, the information you have. Oh, someone says that Martin is here. Oh, I better be in my best behavior. We see that one of the spies looks and sees the king on the floor, naked, crazy. The throne is on the floor as well. Dear king, we have some news for you. Turning around, what is going on? Shambling closer with this freakishly giant sword. They say the news, and then one of them says naughty information, in the sense that they rat out of one of the generals, saying Luther, the main villain of the Red Eye story, is apparently lost something very precious for the king. And then he says, oh, whoever gave Luther the order to go into enemy territory must be stupid. That who gave that order was the king. So you can imagine the king's not very happy. Next page, the king points the sword at them and says, what did you just say? And then BAM! Giant explosion. And oh no, what happened to his friend? Oh no! I think he didn't make it. The king is like, your life is your reward. Now get the hell out of here. And finally, he's reminiscing on the power he just used and saying, this power is addictive. But as you can see in his face, it's twisting his flesh. And he says, I am understanding why the people who use this power wear these masks. And finally, we get a good old establishing shot of the land of the villains. So, woo! This is like the last 5 pages that I just got from my artist Christian Culicelli. Now I can show you a little bit of how the campaign is going. We just got a new backer yesterday. So share screen, Chrome tab, Red Eyes, share. There you go. Our campaign, we have now 71 backers, 3,800 Swiss francs, which is like 4,020 US dollars, unless the dollar has gone up or down or something like that. And we're powering through with our lovely campaign. As you can see, I changed the website a little bit, show more of the colors, not so much of the other comics. And yeah, we're powering through. A little view of the sexy monster girl bestiary. We'll have the special book that is going to be included in the feature perk. And finally, we are now, how do you say, powering through, pushing towards the goal of unlocking this poster for all the backers. Link, please. The link, yeah, well, you can, the link, you want to go in the stream with me? Hold on, dear lovely girl. Let me do this. Let me pop out for a second and stop the camera. We're going to be doing some behind the scenes work right now. Let me see. How could I even give you the link, my dear lovely sister? Maybe I should. Let's see. This is the first time I'm going to be sharing the link so someone jumps aboard. So let's go to Facebook. Let's be careful not to dox ourselves logging into some stuff. So turn off the camera, turn off the notifications, and open this. I think it's like this. Yeah, I'm going. Hold on 1 second, dearest. So if I go here, view on YouTube, I can copy the link close this before it starts doing some crazy echo. And Sol, where is you? Bam! So what I'm sending you right now, dear sister, if you can hear me, is the link to come hop aboard the StreamYards and be in the stream with me. And that's it. Where's this? We can close this one and let's hold on. Let's wait for the sister. Link, please. Yes, I'm coming, sister. David, yes, 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 yes. Was Soy Rage usually saying yes, yes. Let's do a shout out. Yeah, please do a shout out if you like. What is the up? Oh, they closed that down. Yeah, apparently they did. All right. Close. So we're gonna wait for a second. I can start the camera again. Here we are. So maybe, just maybe my sister wants to hop in. That'd be cool. We can stream together for a little while before we move on to the games. So what shall I do in the meantime? The YouTube is working. Well, maybe I can do a little show of my crib. This is my home. This is my movies, games, and mangas. I think I did a few recommendations a while ago when I was putting, like some of my favorite mangas. Well, let's do that. By the way, don't see my underwear. This is a sweatshirt that my wife got for me. This is a really cool one. Another really cool one. A super cool one. Oh no. What up? Wow. So while we wait for my lovely sister to hop aboard the stream, I'll do some, manga shilling if you like. I just heard about this guy. All you need is kill. All you need is kill. Bum, 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 bum. It's the movie called Edge of Tomorrow with Tom Cruise is based on this lovely manga. It's about a group of aliens that land on Earth. This one is written in the proper manner, in the, how you say, is it not? Not always, yeah. Is it written in the web? I thought it was written in the... Yes, chapter 1. Exactly. This one is from back to front, like a good old manga should be. It's basically about these aliens that go here, and he gets infected by something of them, and he can relive one. He can go back in time and relive the day, and so he's like the movie basically, but instead of just a movie, it's a bunch of mangas with a lot of blood, gore, aliens, and fighting, and really cool drawings actually. And some sexy babes. Although Emily Blunt, she was amazing in that movie. I gotta say, like, she almost sold the movie even more than Tom Cruise. That would have been something interesting if Tom Cruise would have been like a mentor for this girl, and she would have been like the protagonist of the movie. That would have been better, because Tom Cruise never dies in a movie. Like, he's Tom Cruise, he's this action hero who's going to be awesome, amazing, and whatever. But Emily Blunt is like, yeah, she maybe die in the movie, so there's like some gravitas to the situation. So yeah, I sent you the link on Facebook. There's this thing called Facebook. I sent you a message with a link to the stream. Let me see. Can I do something like it? Put user in timeout. Block user. No. Is there a way I can invite you to the stream from here? Let me see. This is all so new for me. Private chat? No, I don't think I can. Well, anyway, let's wait for her to hop aboard. The other one that I really like is this one, Death Note. It was so famous at some point in the world of manga that I kind of lost interest because everyone was talking about it. It was so freaking popular. But in hindsight, it's actually really, really cool. And the illustrations is probably one of the best things about this comic. very early on, you have this like other world that is also really well illustrated. But what really, really sold me was this kind of things, where you could see his office and all the utensils in the like the everything on the desk were so well drawn, so realistic that that kind of sold. And of course, the freakiness. This is an absolute. If you like something like a crime thriller with a little bit of detective work, absolutely recommend. Never mind how popular it was at some point and all the emo shit going on. Absolutely recommend. I haven't read this one. From what I've seen, it's actually pretty good. Way back when men were men, and no one was afraid to draw a man as a man and a woman as a woman, and doing manly and girly stuff, and like a man that likes a woman, that's like forbidden now. This is amazing. I thought this was actually recent, but no, it's from 1980 something. Parasite, not the movie Parasite about social issues and whatever. Parasite, the manga. It's quirky, it's funny, and one of the things that sold me, I mean, aside from the freakishly, the battles are pretty bloody in this comic. We get a lion who's eating people. It's like, oh no, what's going on? And then you find out that the lion is actually a monster as well. But he was outdone by another monster. It's really cool. Sugar Chris is in the chat now. I shall host my stream and watch this at the same time. Oh, you're still streaming. Oh, sorry. I'm stepping on your toes in that sense. Hey man, I just showed the art that I got for the drawn-in tier, where you appear as a character. They may or may not make it out alive. So, in honor of Sugar Chris, we're gonna go back and check the this drawn-in tiers where he appears. Let me do that. So let me share screen, application here. So we're gonna do this for the host of the morning roast. So this is like the 5 new pages that I got, where the drawn-in tier of you is there, along with some drawn-in tiers for the past campaign. So here we see the girl is a spy, is kind of the leaders of a whole network of spies. She brings 2 people who have some information for the king. One of them has a peculiar haircut and nose. Although I'll have to ask you if the nose is okay with you and your family. Maybe you have to do some twerking with that. They have some information, and she's like, "Hey, you, Frank, go tell the king." And he's like, "Oh, the king's a very bad mood," but she convinces him anyway. So he goes and is like, be careful what you say. Don't be brief and get out of there. And we see that the lovely Chris character is like, takes a peek inside the room and sees that the king is naked against the wall, completely deranged. They give the information as the king closes in, but they say something silly. They diss the king. That also they don't know, but they say something like, "Whoever gave that order must be absolutely stupid." And the one who gave the order was a king, so he's not very happy. And you can imagine what's going to happen to Sugar Chris. Let's see. So Lion is in the chats saying, "Hey David, where is the gameplay? I was just playing. As I was showing a game and giving the history of the game. I'll hop right aboard. Let's just give this for Sugar Chris and we'll go gaming. I was just waiting for my sister maybe to hop aboard the stream, but I think she's not gonna come, unfortunately." In any case, we see the king, completely naked, deranged, points the sword, these obsidian fire weapons that are talked about in the first issue, but we never got to see them in action. Now we'll get to see a little bit of them. And BAM! Giant explosion. Oh no! Chris survived! What the heck? Let me take this one out. And the king looks at him and says, you know, because all the blood is dripping on his garment, he's like, "You get a pretty nice red dress over there." No, he doesn't say that. He said something more like, you know, your life is your reward. Get out of my sight, or something like that. No, like, and finally, he's just reminiscing of how crazy his power is. Well, that's it. This was for my man in the chat, Sugar Chris, showing this pages again that I showed. So let us hop into the game. Right here, we got a thing called League of Legends. Let's try something. If I share screen, my entire screen, let's do this. So we see this endless loop of things like the, now I don't know, do people, Nasser always does it, but I'm starting to understand, like sometimes I just don't know how to do this. So we're gonna see if this works with the chat, and we're gonna try to do some gaming. I hope the sound is working. Play. We're gonna be doing a good old versus the computer, a warm-up game, if you like. How does it work? How do you see it? Looks like that. Okay, it looks fairly decent. Getting my groove on. Ooh, right on. Right out of the bat. Well, of course, there's a lot of people wanting to train. There's a lot of people wanting to try new champions. Most of the people that play all these games, they really just play against the computer, or, you know, like in really friendly games. Not many people play in these competitive matches. That is also kind of one of the things that this game called Vainglory, the one I just showed you, kind of really messed up, because they were they resorted to a thing called pay to win. And their excuse for not getting, you know, like report, or you know, like mocked out of existence out of it, so the people were like, hey, this is a scam, is that they implemented all this pay to win measurements, or this thing, into the normal games and not the ranked competitive games. But if you know anything about games, is that like 95% of people only play for fun. They play the, you know, the quick games, the normal games against the computer. It's only like 5% of gamers that actually play competitively, you know, compared to the whole population of people who are actually in a game at one given time, or what have you. So by the fact that Vainglory implemented all their pay-to-win tactics into the normal games, basically it was 95% of the game was pay to win, and that bombed so many people. People started hating the game because of that. I did. I remember I stopped playing exactly because of that. Even though I played competitively, I was like, no, what's going on? Oh yes, it was working. Okay, sorry. Back to the game. I stopped playing Vainglory because of this crap. This pay-to-win nonsense is like a no-go for my taste. Like, I don't mind, you know, wasting some money in a game if the game is cool, if the game has like this, gives you some fun for it. Like, I remember there was a time where I was spending a ton of money in League of Legends, but no more than $60 a month. And my reason was always that $60 is kind of what you would waste as a waste. That's saying too much. It's kind of what you would spend on a normal game. And if you're like a really hardcore gamer, maybe you buy one game a month. And so spending, so to speak, $60 a month on a game, League of Legends, is almost like covering your game expenses. And the game has given me so many hours of fun that I was able to make that one with my consciousness, with my consciousness, with my conscience, whatever, with that, you know. Because otherwise, like, I feel like in general, spending money in games or spending too much money in games, especially in like online games that can be gone, like Vainglory, 1 second to the other, is absolutely moronic. The only way that I managed to make it one with my conscience because the game is so cool. And that's the thing that Vainglory had going. It was really, really cool, but they kind of messed up with all this pay to win and trying so hard to be League of Legends, basically. Numbers are sometimes boring. I'm sorry. Woo-hoo. We have someone in the chat saying something like, numbers are boring. Yes, I know numbers are boring. I'm just commenting on like games and game theory and that we spike up this thing so she has a easier time in her life. All right, here, I'm gaming. All right, let's follow our lovely pirate dude here and spike someone in the sky. Up in the sky. Up in the sky again. One, so get spiked and get slowed. Oh, come on. There you go. And now you get spiked up in. Whoops. Careful! Ouch, 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 ouch. So get spiked in the sky. Oh, no, you're not getting away. Woo! Spike in the air. Oh, she took it away from me before I could spike her in the sky. So let's see. Stupid minions. Oh, no, I cannot eat many more because I'm going to take all the gold from my fellow AD carry. This guy here is called the ADC, the AD carry. That's like attack, damage, carrier. Oh, take that. Oh, that's too meta. Okay, get spiked. Take that. I'm not doing any damage. What the heck? That's the thing. I'm playing with a champion that does more like ability damage. So basically, my abilities are the thing that does the most damage. And my basic attacks do like nothing. Really, absolutely no damage at all. So I'm going to go home. I'm going to juke. Take that. I take the minion as well. So now that my carry is gone, so I'm going to take this farm. There's something you should definitely not do because the player is going to get angry at all. But since this is against the computers, I think it's going to forgive me for my trespassing. Get spiked in the air. Wham! Both of them. Scream in your face. All right, all right, all right, all right. Maybe he's going to get it. I don't see it because I have the computer. And, oh, no, wait. Oh, the pizza is going back. Danger. So let's put a ward here so we have vision. And now it's time to go home because I have no mana. Oh, wait. Let me help her with this one. Oh, no. Come on. I was able to give it a hit. And did I get something out of that? I don't think I got anything out of that. Now we're going to get the girl killed. Fantastic. 2 kills for 1. Ooh, love it. So we're gonna, usually you don't want to buy boots first because early in the game, you're so slow anyway, and you're not supposed to go that fast back home. Whoa, 300 people watching. Ah! Like, what? I gotta be extra entertaining now. All right, so I really have to go to the loo now. So if you don't mind, I'm gonna go very quickly to the top. Last time I did that, oh my god, 300 people watching. Thank you, lovely viewers. Seeing I just say a noob playing some good old League of Legends on. Where are you all watching this? I guess Facebook or something, Instagram maybe. Oh, let's be entertaining. Spike, scream, and no damage at all. Ouch! Get spiked in the air again. Wow. Okay, this is not working. This guy's have to stop. Scream and spike. It doesn't work. Ouch! Uy, I'm boomerang it up. Is that something you say in League of Legends? Spike in the air and it doesn't really work. She's too strong. Maybe someone in the chat or someone in Facebook saying, yeah, of course it's not working. Like you should do this and that or whatever. Maybe the mistake we're making is just fighting them in the middle of their minions. So, and I bring some health back. Avoid this. That the pizza is like goes on the way towards her, towards us, and then it goes back to her. So you gotta be careful with that. Oh my! Okay, get spiked in the air. Bam! And I have no stacks more. Well, at least we killed her. I hope that was entertaining. Was this fun for you? What's the expression the guy says from the movie? Am I not entertaining you? Ugh. Get spiked in the air again. Oh, fail. And a little bit of gold. Should I go back home now, or should I stay here? I have no mana. Maybe I have to get some mana. Maybe that's the thing that I'm kind of messing it up here. All right, let's go back, recover some health, and get some mana. Once again, this is not really something you should be doing. You should be, like buying the items that are pertinent to your champion. Right now, because it's a computer, we're going to be doing something different. Anyway. So you see the pizza that she throws? It goes all the way to you or to a target direction, and then it goes back. And of course, on the way back, it hits you again. That's so. And if she lands the thing on you right on the point where it goes forward and returns, you get instantly the 2 hits of damage. All right, let's eat this one. There you go. And it's time to spike people in the air. So here, spike in the air, scream, spike out. Spiked in the air, bam! So we have the lovely jungler fellow come here to help us out a little bit. Maybe we can do the dragon or something. Yeah, we can do the dragon. No, he doesn't want to do the dragon. We could do the dragon. I mean, come on, it's the 3 of us. He who does not risk anything does not win. I guess I'm not. No one is coming for me. Come on. And ouch. In a normal game, what you would want to do is that after you take like a big win, because there's not going to be that many players from the enemy team, you would want to do something like the dragon once you have the advantage. Now this guy's already returned, so the advantage we had is lost. They come back with full health and better items, and we strategically lost the dragon. In a normal game, this would be the moment for the enemy jungler to come here and kill us all and then take the dragon as well. 370 people watching. Oh my goodness! Gomenasai. Thank you, dear viewers. Thank you, dear sister. Okay, get spiked. Scream! And I die. You saw that? Like she threw the boomerang thing and it got me really close to the path where it goes back and forth. And so I get hit twice, almost instantly. All right, let's see what we can buy in the shop. Maybe we should buy some better boots. If for nothing else, at least I'll be faster. Okay, what can I see? What's happening here? Someone is taking 2 kills. 1, 2, and 3. Lovely. Now we can do the dragon. So what I'm going to do is ping and say that I'm going to go here to the dragon's pit so that they get that we should be doing that thing. So I'll make this a little bit faster. I'm going to hit the cone so I can jump the wall and help the girl with the dragon. Now we're talking. Now we have someone who actually does damage. You see what the girl did? She actually was not hitting the dragon anymore. So the guy at the bottom, the pirate fellow, could take the gold for the dragon kill. That's like nice of her, I guess you could say. Ooh, this looks nice. Oh, I guess I'm gonna. Usually you don't want to do this, but since my friend took the cone and I don't want to leave him behind, I'm gonna have to flash over this wall. Bang! And let's see what happens here. Scream! Spike! Spike! And spike. And I'm gonna eat this guy. Ow! That's the lovely. Oh, wait, don't go into sleeping mode. My stream where I can see the chat and stuff. The really cool thing about this guy is that his ultimative does a dreadful thing called true damage. It means that no matter how much shield or armor the enemy has, they're gonna take the full brunt of the damage because it's true damage. Take that, you stupid legion. Stealing it from my partner. Don't do this in a normal game because people will get freaking angry. So I'm gonna take the tower hit so my man doesn't take the hits. Ooh. And get spiked. Oh, I can miss that. Hey, go here. Let me go back and spike scream. I fail everything. Where are you going? Why is the hell like the popping of this computer sometimes is absolutely whack? Alright, something weird was happening there. And someone left the game. Fantastic. You see, even in the games against the computer, we have people. Let me eat her. We have people going out of the game, going AFK. Like, why would you do that? This is a game against bots. And even then, people are, like leaving the freaking game. This is infuriating. Now, at least she had the decency to come back. Although I see her dancing in the base now. So I'm gonna go back on it. You see, this is the girl that left a while ago, and she was dancing on the base for a few seconds. Sometimes people do that they how do you say, they log onto games and they just disconnect, because normally in like bot games people are not reporting the others and they still make the experience if the game goes for a long while. So there's like bot farms, I think they call it, where people are playing day in and day out and like logging with computers and then logging off to do other stuff just in order to push the experience of I don't even know what exactly is the logic behind this thing. Anyway, bot farms in China or Singapore or the Philippines. But so get spiked. Not gonna make it. Anyway, the other thing, what you see, I'm always giving points to this spike ability. This is also something that you shouldn't do. You want to keep these abilities that have like crowd control, as they call them, in not necessarily giving points to those abilities. What you want to do is give points to the abilities that do damage and have like a short cooldown. Oh my goodness, I'm gonna eat some tower shots here, because you are expected to land those crowd controls abilities without having to rely on shorter cooldowns or what have you. But I prefer to have a short cooldown on my spikes, even though it's not really the strategic best thing to do. But that's why I'm bronze. Not, I don't know, masters. What's like the super high ranking stuff? All right, get spiked. Bam. Like I said, it's easier on these freaking bots because they put a ward here just to bother the people. Oh my goodness, I just saved his ass. I don't know if you noticed, but like in a blink of a second, I killed one of the minions with this item that lets me execute them. And every time I do that, it gives my companion some health back. So by me giving him a lot of health back, he survived the last turret shot. This guy should be thanking me. Let's see if he at least has the decency of honoring me in the end game scenario. End game, how do you call it? End game EUI, user interface? Oh, whatever the name for that particular thing is. All right, so I'm going to put another point to the queue. Now we're going to move forward. We're going to be a little bit of roaming. Roaming is when you leave your lane and go in the middle of the jungle or go to another lane. I don't know, for people watching in Facebook, is this some sort of like for beginners? Is this interesting? I hope it is, obviously. I think if you are into League of Legends, this must be like absolutely basic. So I'm gonna put a word there to see what's going on. And scream! And we're gonna let the bad guy, this horrendously big monster, take the kill. We're gonna be a good support and not take the kills for ourselves, because that's what we do as a nice support. So yeah, I gave the goal to him. Now I'm gonna risk my life, I guess. Maybe he's not following my drift. I like Yalvar. Pretty good. Usually, if you go inside the turret range and you start, like hitting the enemies, especially if you have like a tanky character, that basically means that you are, how do you say, they call it aggro. When you go, take damage to yourself so that the others can go in and deal the damage. So usually one of the characters is going to be very tough, but he's obviously not going to be able to do a lot of damage. On the other hand, the other characters, like say this girl here, she is not very tough, but she can do a ton of damage in a short while. You can see there, like dancing, jumping around, shooting her thing, doing a ton of damage to this monster. And so obviously the ideal scenario is that I go in and I start, shooting the enemies so they shoot at me. Either I can take a lot of damage, and then she does the damage for us. All right. Night night. Someone in the chat is Sol Romero, who gave a shout out in Facebook, is saying night night. Oh, lovely sister. Thank you very much for inviting your fans to this stream, to this humble League of Legends stream. I hope to be entertaining for you guys watching on Instagram or Facebook. Let us be a good sport and honor someone on the team. This is Boomerang Up. I'm just going to honor someone random. There you go. When I feel a little bit frisky, especially in bot games, sometimes you can tell that people are bots. And then I report them, even if it's a bot game. It's like, no, this, you can tell it's just like a machine working out the pathing or whatever. I think they call it pathing, where the program tells them where to go exactly. That's how we call it. All right, so let's jump aboard the real thing. It's time to get it on a ranked game. So, dear lovely viewers, if you want to see me fail miserably in a ranked game, here we go. The warm-up is done. Autofill activated, that means that if there's few people trying to log in, they're going to assign me a role at random, or the one that has least players on it, so we don't have to wait a lot. I usually like to go top or support, and then the autofill is going to give me jungle or something like that. Because that's what the autofill does. In any case, well, anyone who's wanting to watch the replay, we went over the story of a game called Vainglory. It started as a League of Legends ripoff, and it became one of the coolest games, one of the most original games that are in the MOBA genre, if you like, that unfortunately was plagued by problems, because the people who developed it were just a bunch of gamers who got together and started the company, the programming, the everything. So they had no backing, at least at the beginning. Later on, they did have some backing with companies that were helping them out, like a publisher or a studio giving them money. And they started to bring some sort of a business side to the game, which was very, very absolutely necessary, since Vainglory was not making any money at all because of the decisions the developers were taking. Typical of League of Legends, the skins are not for free. There's no way you can get skins for free. I mean, yeah, maybe you can get one every 5 years or something like that. But in that game, you could get everything for free. Like if you grind the game, you would unlock everything. And I remember being from pretty early in the development of the game, and I had almost everything unlocked, skins, champions, everything, and I never spent $1 in that game, which is sad. All right, let's go into League of Legends. We're talking too much Vainglory. Anyway, if anyone wants to watch the replay, we'll talk about that early on. Now, first of all, let us ban Viego. All the new champions, straight up from release, they are broken as hell. And this guy is like ridiculously broken. He has like, I don't know, 5 different times where he's completely invulnerable, untargetable, and he can how do you say, recover health and mana, and the cooldown of his ultimate is referred like, forget it, ban him straight away. Like even if someone if someone in my team wants to use him, I don't ban him, but I usually ban the enemy team. As you can see, the enemy team also banned Viego, so that's taken care of. We have in our team we have a guy with 3 holes for a head. That's going to be the support. Then we have a emo vampire going mid as a mage. We have the pirate girl, cowgirl girl, pirate girl in the bottom, and a bug in the jungle. On the enemy side, we have a lot of squishies, as they call them in League of Legends. These is champions that are they do a lot of damage, but they cannot take almost no damage. We call them squishies or glass cannons, like a cannon that explodes and make like a super cannonball, but it's made of glass, so it doesn't, whatever, expressions of League of Legends. So I'm going to go against a bunch of really difficult champions. Unfortunately, the dog, Mr. Nasus here, he's one of the oldest champions that was released for the game, at least I believe so. And so over the years, so many new champions have appeared that are far better, to say the least. So almost everything counters you at this point in the game. Either you're really good with him, or you're gonna feed a lot. And dear viewers, you'll be the judge now if I'm good with this. So for nothing else, you'll be entertained by me failing and screaming, "Oh, why are you doing that?" Let's hope at least our team is doing something decent out of this situation. 300 people watching. Thank you very much, dear viewers. I would like to know if there's a way to see and interact with the people watching from Facebook or Instagram. Now, unfortunately, this is my second really big-ass stream playing ranked. So I haven't found any other way to stream other than have my lovely face here and the rest of the game here. I know that Twitch players, they can do this where the game is like on full screen and then the face is a little bit down. So I'll get there. I'm discovering all this technology. Maybe next time we can do another game. We can play some good old Dead Space. I'm part of a group in Facebook from Dead Space universe, fans of this lovely series that was unfortunately discontinued by EA Games. So this was not a case where the developers kind of screwed up. It was more like the studio screwed up with the developers. My goodness, things like Mobile Legends are still going forward, where like Dead Space is dead, Vainglory is there. Like all these really cool and original games are gone for good. Like this speaks volumes of the fact that copyright law should be far more relaxed as it is now. The only ones who are taking advantage of copyright law right now is Disney and freaking lawyers. They should be like, okay, we screwed up. We're going to release these IPs into the ether of the internet, and then people can make their Dead Space games, or maybe auction them, like make something fun of it. The auction for the IP of Dead Space starts with $1, and let's see who pays the most, and that's it. After 20, let's say not 150 years and at perpetuity, but like after 20 years, you can auction it, and someone can, like take a hold of it. Unless you are, obviously making games for it. Although they also have this thing called trademarks. So like trademarks are basically forever as long as you keep producing stuff that has this iconic trademark, like the Coca-Cola bottle, the logo of McDonald's, and all these famous trademarks. They go on forever, although they have to keep producing them. Whereas copyright, it ends at some point. or maybe not, like with Disney trying to put the Mickey Mouse IP forever in their hands, maybe now, copyright will go on forever. I've even heard, what the hell is going on? The game is not loading. Maybe I have to do something to, let me see if I can put my phone, check the stream on YouTube on my phone, and then I don't have to be checking it out on this big computer. So I can unplug this one from the Wi-Fi, and then we have a little better action. Is it working? Can you hear me, guys? I hope it is. All right. So I cannot interact with the chat as I was before, but I hope this is working smoothly. Now, in a ranked game, one of the most important things at the beginning is that you don't play with your screen lock, but I'll try to do this for you, dear viewers, and is to have as much vision of the map as you can. So right here, we can see this guy. Already tried to put some vision in my side of the jungle, this nasty bastard, and I had to clean it, use my sweeper ability to destroy the ward he so nastily put there in my side of the jungle. And yep, what else is new? Well, obviously, of course, we start a game, a ranked game, mind you, and what happens? One of the players AFKs. Absolutely lovely. Don't you just love it when you start a game and the first thing you hear is one of the key players of the team disconnects? The worst thing is that sometimes they're playing together, like the two at the bottom of the map, they usually play together. And they're like, no, wait, she's coming back, we're playing together, it's okay. And then she doesn't come together, no? Or if she does come together, like, they start screaming and raving, and I hate it when people work together, because usually they start screaming at us together. And this guy is going to fight me. Yeah. You do your show, that's fantastic. Oh no, he's going to try to kill me. Let's see what he has. He doesn't have Ignite, so I guess we can do this. And run! This is going to be a very, very slow lane. No. I'm going to try to get this. Oh no, I cannot do it. He's blocking me from getting my gold, the gold that I deserve. He's blocking it with his freakishly long body and powers, and this is going to be tough. Well, anyway, level 1, he's level 2. He, of course, has no problem pushing the lane because he's stronger. Ouch. So eat that. It's some magic that is not going to do you much damage, but we'll make the effort at least. We're gonna dance around the minions. Hey, take that. Oh, ouch. And take that. I'm not really doing much damage. Oh, I'm doing some damage now. Oh, nice. I like that. I like the damage I'm doing now. Usually these people, like I got it. Eat my spirit fire. Are you coming? Yeah, well then, I'm waiting. Oh, he killed me. Oh my goodness, I kind of saw that coming. Please, at least. Oh. I don't think this is going to be an uphill battle. I thought my jungler was going to be in the case, but instead he was not in the case. And now he's going to die. Oh my goodness. Oh, okay. It's game over. So early and already game over. You see, I think he knows how to play. Well, if for nothing else, going to be challenge. So we're gonna, okay, get slow and eat that. Yeah, he's not liking it. So we're gonna put another point in my ball of fire because I want to use it to the occasion, and then take that. You're gonna die. I definitely did not expect that. And now I can farm a little bit in peace. So we're gonna put another point in my ball of fire because that's the only thing that I can do to whittle him down, I guess you would call it. And they don't expect it. Usually they see, my character, and I'm gonna eat this one. Oh, I didn't eat it. Okay, take that. They don't expect the magic damage coming out of that, and now you're gonna be no good, no good. So let's be careful. Let's go here, see if there's like a ward or there's some vision. I think he did put some vision. All right, so let's see. He did. 1, 2, 3. Ha. And now eat some fire. There's nothing you can do about. Oh no, double kill in the bottom lane. That's definitely not what I want to hear. Woo, lad. Okay, eat another spirit fire. I'm not liking it. Bam. He's going to be calling his jungler like crazy. I can feel it. All right. You wanna die? You're gonna die if you keep that up. Oh no, he's going to kill me! Oh, kill me! That's what happens when you get cocky. All right, lesson learned. Don't be cocky. All right, so we're gonna get some of this and some vision. That's always a good thing. Now, if he'd be smart, he'd remember where I put my vision ward, so he'd go and destroy it. So let's see if he does that. Now, this thing here is permanent on the game. He knows that I put it there. So he may go there and try to destroy it, but he's not doing that. I don't know why. He's chilling. All right, that's it. If he chills, we can chill as well. What does he have? His items, a lot of damage items. That's good. Yeah, I kind of messed up over there. I should have been more careful. So take that. Eat some damage. That's good. Yeah, we can eat some damage. Eat more damage. And I can farm a little bit in peace. Gonna try to destroy it, so I'm gonna put it here so he doesn't do. Oh shit, my jungler. Okay. Eat some damage, eat some more damage. Well, come here, come. Yeah, I'm here. No. Just let him. This is stressful. Oh, and I didn't get it. Okay, fail. So get slowed a little bit and eat some damage. Oh, what's going on in the bot lane? Oh, another double kill. Well, if for nothing else, dear viewers, let at least us be a good sports. Oh no. And I can feel the jungler running to the top now. They're going to be on this lane like crazy. So I want to get fast to the lane and buy some of this. Woo, lad, how many people are watching this? 200 people watching. All right, a few less have gone. Did I fail? Did I not entertain you? Did I die? Did you go out when I died? At least I'm not, stopping the stream to go take a lick. Ooh, dear viewers, my goodness. Red eyes. Someone in the chat is saying something about red eyes. All right, so after we kill this lovely fellow, and let's try to do it again, there's a comic I have called Red Eyes. Yeah, get slow, my man. Yeah. I can do this all day. So we're gonna put another point in the slow, and then we put another point in the fire. It's slow, and I take this, and then I take my leave. Oh no, this guy's unfair. Oh, but he's recovering health fast now. All right, take that. Get slow. Now think about what you just did. Wow. Okay. Oh, I was getting ganked, and it was for nothing. Let me dance in the face a little bit. Dancing so hard right now. You tried to gank me, it didn't work. All right. I need some gold now. Let me tell my partners that my opponent is not here. It's some spirit fire. Get slowed now. You just think about what you just did. Yes. Okay. Oh, okay. You get slowed and think about what you just did. Oh, I have a gank coming. Someone from my team is coming. I think he saw it. No. Okay, focus. Gomenasai. No mana, no good. Thank you. Oh, he's gonna get killed now. I'm not coming back to save his ass. I mean, he may. What is the expression? He made his bed. Now he may as well lay on it. Sorry, man. Why did he stay there? Oh, of course. And now his partner's like, report him. Well, he's the one who not help. Now get slow. Now you think about what you just did. Oh, it's getting slowly to where you cannot do anything about my friend. Take that, some gold. You just stay there and think about what you just did. He's gathering his energy. He wants to make like a good old falcon punch. Oh. The enemy is near. The other one is near. So I just heard that he killed one of the big monsters that is very, very near me. So he's going to try to visit my lane. Oh, take that! You eat some slow down thingy. Oh, I'm making a shot. Okay. I gotta take this one. Oh, there. Now you get slowed and think about what you just did. You're gonna do a falcon punch now? No, he's gonna waste it. He's gonna waste the falcon punch. So you get slowed, and now you get there. Come on, waste your falcon punch. Oh no, he's not stupid. All right. That's good, at least. Oh, take that. I'm wasting a lot of mana. Unfortunately, I'm wasting a lot of mana trying to kill him with this spirit fire thing. But you know. So there, get slowed. He tried to surprise me. No. All right, let's go back. I think it's time to go back. I only have 80 stacks, and yeah, I'm not gonna give you the pleasure of destroying my wards. You see, if I play the triple kill in the bottom lane, that's definitely not what I want to hear. You know what? I think we're gonna be having some fun here, and I'm already making myself friendly with the idea that we're gonna lose this game. Damn, it was a long stream. Was not expected to do a 5-hour stream. So Sugar Chris, who's in the chat. Anyway, anyone who's watching us from Facebook and Instagram, there's a fellow called Chris Evans. Chris Subway Evans, who has a stream on YouTube where he talks about comics and stuff like that. The Morning Roast, an absolute recommend for anyone interested in comics. Falcon Punch for no damage, interesting. So let me get this. Oh, you stupid minion. Oh, take that. Oh, God damn, you know. Oh, take that and that. Poor little minions facing off against a god. So supposedly my character is supposed to be some sort of a god. And these poor little minions are almost like animals with no will of their own. They just have like a very basic program. So it's almost like an ant facing off against a god. And the god is really messing up this game. I'm not really doing my last hit game. There you go. At least that. So we destroyed a turret. That's good. And my guy is not there. Oh, I just saw him from the corner of my eye. I think he's there and he's about to kill someone. Oh no. Oh no. Ah. Okay. Whoa, what the hell? One. We have the whole company of men in here. What the hell is this? We have a huge party going on here. Yeah, you can take my ultimate. That's okay. I don't need it. Oh, jeez. They're trying to visit my lane, but it's not going to work. Oi! What the hell? This guy's crossing here. You know, my team should be going somewhere else now. Say like, okay, they're all there. Push the other lanes. And what are they going to do? They're going to die now miserably. This is the thing. Like, just... Come on, try that again. Oh! Wow, okay, I guess... I gotta say, the enemy team pulled one hell of a move there. They were dancing in between our towers. Wow, I'm surprised by the enemy team. And I'm very disappointed in my team. When the enemy team does something like that, let's say they pull like a 4-man gank on you, what you need to do is push the other lanes as hard as you can. These people are gonna kill us all, dance in our graves, and then push all the way. There's nothing we can do against that. But what you can do is use the occasion when they are near your stuff to push where they are not. If there's 5 of them, there's 5 of us that can be pushing the objectives in other directions. And I don't know why players simply don't do that. Okay, I guess this guy, he seems to be knowing what he's doing, so let's... There you go. Oh, we have to thank you, man. Let's be a good sport and start farming again. So the game is now getting pretty late, so it's time to really go and put more points into my main ability and not waste points in my E ability. That was good for the beginning. Unfortunately, my beginning was very rough and my team is not having a fun time. Oh, someone died on the enemy team. That's always a good thing to hear. Shot down, also very good to hear. What's going to happen now? Are they going to get all died? No. You see, we still have some good health. In the corner of my ass. So let's put more points into my Q. Ugh. I'm really not using the points I should be doing. That's the unfortunate thing. Now I should be able to melt this tower in seconds, but because I put almost all of my points in my fiery thing, I can't. So I melt it slowly. So get slowed, and now you think about what you've done. That's the one thing I love about his W. My W ability slows him down, and it slows him down to where he gets a progressively stronger slow. So the first few moments he's almost as fast as I am, then he gets slower and slower and slower to where the point that he cannot catch up to me, which is of course good. Now the thing that it also does, it reduces his attack speed. And that is very important against champions with a high attack speed, so they don't, melt you with their super fast attack. Oh, let me get this one. And there you go. So it's time to go back. And now it seems that our emo vampire knows how to play the game. Unfortunately, everyone else in my team does not. So we'll have to roll with it. Let's see what we can do. All right, I'm coming here Let's see if I can do something. I'm supposed to be the tank of the team. Oof! You see that damage that you do? Okay. Oh, God, so yes, I'm trying. I'm trying. I jumped in just to be killed. I'm sorry, dear viewers, you have to see that. I was kind of counting on my team to be right behind me and helping me out. Instead, the jungler is working there, and okay, it's kind of pointless. And this guy, instead of jumping in the middle of them once it was time for them to jump, that's the thing. I don't know why people do that. When you have like a team fight, you're supposed to go all in and at the same time. But many people, what they end up doing is that they go one by one. So right now, here, like this guy, he and I, we have like the same mind. So we're gonna go here together and being careful, right? The rest of the team, one of them is in the base. Like, where are you? You see, two of them are in the base not doing anything. This is the moment we should all be together. I don't understand this with these games sometimes. All right, let's see. Let's clean the wards and take some gold for ourselves. So let me be naughty and ping that one of them is at home, not doing anything about it. She was the one that went AFK. So she goes AFK, starts dying like crazy, goes away in the middle of the team fights, and then once we're all dead, goes in. So she just gets killed. Why? Why do you do it? Don't play League of Legends. You're gonna be doing that whack shit. All right, what? Do this and go back home. Now it's your time to shine. Okay, show what you can do. Nope. All right. Yes, I'll have to do it. All right. Let's see if they follow me. I'm gonna ping. Then I'm gonna go in. Come on, follow me. And no one's following me. Okay, I guess not. No one's following me. Dude, I'm pinging you to follow me. Why? And this guy's going back to the base. Well, that's League of Legends for you. Second time in a row when I'm streaming a ranked game. And what happens? AFKs. People don't know how to play. I mean, I'm not saying I'm the super expert, but at least I know the basics, the absolute basics. And now we have, okay, I see someone going alone. So he's going to try to kill us all. No. What we can do is try to collapse on the enemy team from behind. So I'll try to take this one. I was kind of counting on my team to be behind me, but as you see, this one is here. This one, the one who could save the game is here, and the other one went to base. This is the point of the game where you're like, okay, you know what? No, the point of the game where this was lost was way past this. So I think I should have, maybe the girl had a good idea. Just stay home. At least you don't kill as many times. You don't get into a bad mood. This puts me in a bad mood when the freaking. Well, now you do your ultimate just to get stunned and die in base. They kill everyone inside our base. Talk about a humiliation. This is what we call a good old humiliation. Dear goodness. Wow. And now I was humiliated in front of 150 people. No one is getting an honor. My team was crap. It was not my fault. It was definitely not my fault. Everyone else was bad, and they all deserve to be reported. No, let's not be a bad sport. Let's not report anyone. Send, close, that's it. All right. For my sanity, let's close that down. And let's go back to some very easy peasy shilling. Here, you can close this one out. I'm sweating. My goodness, this is hardcore. Okay. There is out there in the ether of the internet a thing called Indiegogo, as I mentioned before. Let me see what happened. And it's a crowdfunding website where you can crowdfund basically everything. Let me show it to you. Share, stop screen, share screen, application window. No, sorry, Chrome tab. There you go. Share audio this time. Let's be a good one. This is what Indiegogo looks on the outside. Pretty nice. Okay, fine, good and then. If you go and check for Red Eyes, you'll find two very special campaigns out here. One of them is this one, Red Eyes 1. This was a dark fantasy comic that I wrote, and my friends, my inker, Christian Culicelli, illustrated. And we had several different artists doing the colors. I finished it, printed, packaged it, and fulfilled it, sent it to the backers. Right now, there's another thing out here called Red Eyes 2. Obsidian Fire is the title of this peculiar episode, because for the first time in this dark fantasy saga, we'll see what this Obsidian Fire weapons that the bad guys have can do. It's a comic, it's a dark fantasy comic. It's going to be 56 pages. So, in German, the numbers are always upside down. That makes it so confusing. So in English, 56 pages, perfect bound, full color graphic novel of a dark fantasy saga in the vein of the Dirty Dozen. And if you like mangas, if you heard of a manga called Basilisk, you'll be most pleased with our lovely effort here. This is the cover, Red Eyes 2. This is the villain's cover. As you can see, these are all the villains that were hunting the heroes in the first issue. We don't see much of them in the first issue, but now we'll get to see plenty of them fighting, killing, and using their weapons. It's colored, it's lettered by me, and you can buy it right now. So these are some of the pages that are coming in and some of the pages that are already colored. Also, there's a thing, if you go to the feature perk, there's like perks that you have to click to buy. The feature perk is the comic, and Ashcan, which is like a small little comic in black and white, that is a preview of the next comic we have in mind, a sci-fi story. And it also includes a bestiary of the monsters of the world of Red Eyes, a sexy monster girl bestiary, because it includes, it's exactly as you would expect out of a Dungeons and Dragons or Pathfinder bestiary. However, it includes some sexy pinups for the monsters that inhabit this world. Let me see, I can show you here. So start the camera again. And this is a prototype that I did at home. It's going to be perfect bound. This is the bestiary, by the way. The comic, we're still working on the colors, but I have a lot of colors for the bestiary already, so I already decided to print it and do some, like prototypes. YouTube, calm down, YouTube or Facebook or Instagram. There's no boobies around here, all right? Although free the nipple, So as you can see, it's almost, like an explanation of where they live, what they are, and a little bit of an info card here. This is going to be for a game that we are developing with all my family, basically, the Triple F, friend, family, and other lovely friends. We're all working on this, we're prototyping it, playing it, and duking it out with this monster. It's not going to be although maybe one day you'll be a Vainglory spiritual sequel. That'd be freaking cool. I'm working with like 3D models right now to create like the actual miniature games, because I would like to do something with a miniature game a la Warhammer 40k or Dungeons and Dragons. But if anyone is interested in, or if anyone is like an IT expert and has been called upon by the passion of gaming and comics to work with us, by all means, let us know. Maybe we can do something like a really crazy, sexy Monster Girl Bestiary MOBA edition. Oh my, that'd be super cool. I'm going crazy with brainstorming ideas right now. So, all right, we've been going on for 1 hour and 45 minutes. So for anyone who's in the chat, thank you very much. My lovely followers from YouTube. We had 143 people watching. My God, wow. I'll have to find a way where you guys are watching me from. It's like Facebook or Instagram or Telegram? I don't even know. So thank you very much. I hope I entertained you a little bit. If for nothing else, me playing the dog and dying miserably at the hands of the enemy team. Maybe watching me, you can see what not to do in a game of League of Legends. Maybe that's like a good thing I can bring you. All right, I'm rambling and repeating myself. As a resume, Red Eyes live on Indiegogo right now. Okay, there's like the next stretch goal that we want to unlock is this poster. We'll unlock that at 5,000 US dollars. Some good old recommendations. Blame for mangas, absolutely insane. Parasite also. All of these are like 10 issues, so it's not like one of these mangas that have like thousands of issues. It's only 10. It's a complete story. It's absolutely recommendable and super cool. Death Note for what it is, a little bit of emo, but cool nevertheless. And well, that's it. I hope you'll have a good one, and we'll see you tomorrow for another gaming information stream or some shilling of Red Eyes. Have a good one, and cheers. Someone is saying night night, night night, Sol Romero. Night Night, Corin Romero. Whoa, that's a cover. Yes! People have been saying that I should do this as a wraparound cover. So instead of doing like the villains cover, do this. So that's an option. We're thinking about that one as well. So Corin is saying bye-bye. Mr. Sugar Chris, this is the fellow I was telling you about. Chris Kenosubway Evans, or Sugar Chris, as he calls himself now on YouTube. Dang, that was he had a super long stream. He was shilling some really cool comics. One of them called by a name called Anthony Figaro, who has something Freedom City, City of Heroes. You know what? Before we go, let's shill that one. I think that one looks freaking cool. Oh no, sure, that doesn't exist. Before we go, we'll do some good old City of Heroes. I think that's the name of the comic he's working on. So we got some. Here it is. Look at this thumbnail. This already screams heroic. Heroic pronunciation. Somebody told me that if you want to learn pronunciation, you should be listening to radio. So I started listening to these KKPR news, which is like Sacramento something California Public Radio. Interesting. You can see that on the internet as well. Anyway, this is a comic that Sugar Chris was shilling on his channel, Justice City. The guy who did this is a name Anthony Figaro, who has one of the coolest voices. So if you go to his channel of Anthony Figaro, he has one of the coolest voices in this whole comics movement. Damn, this looks super cool. Justice City Chronicles Volume 1. Wow, this looks like Akuma from Street Fighter, but without hair. And another view of this fellow guy. Ooh, wow. Talk about manly. Damn. Those jokes, that jawbone could freaking kill you. All right, if you're interested, check it out. It looks pretty cool. Shilling for other people. Over. Let me take this comment out. And cheers. And broadcast. And broadcasting.